So we have a pine tree that has, I'm not sure, some sort of like bug eating it. It's that far tree. Most likely the one that's close to us is going to have to come out at some point. But today, that far tree is getting taken down. So gotta move the vehicles, and that's gonna leave a big empty space there in that spot. But it's got to come down. It is losing needles. They're all brown, and it's just not safe to have it standing. It's huge. If that thing falls, it will definitely fall on the building and definitely on the vehicles, or onto our neighbor's fence. So we got to get that taken care of today. So that previous clip was about 15 minutes before this one, and this is what happens in Florida. You just never know when showers are going to pop up. I'm hopeful this will be like many of our morning showers and just pass very quickly, and they can get back to work because they are right now sitting in their truck. Oh no, I do not have a good feeling about this tree removal today. They've been waiting in their truck for like an hour now. Unfortunately, we ended up having to reschedule the tree removal, and so now I am moving on to the next day, and I figured it was a great day to start bringing out all of my Halloween decor. I have really enjoyed my fall decor this year. A lot of you guys have given me so many kind compliments on my fall home tour, which posted recently. And I really want to try to incorporate Halloween into what I'm doing already in my house. The fall decor is cozy and warm, and I don't want to change it. Typically, I will remove all of the fall decor and do just specifically Halloween, but I'm not feeling motivated to do that this year. So I'm going to see where this ends up taking me. I'm taking all of my decor out of the shed here this morning, and I'm going to be sorting through. I'll be donating a bunch of stuff as well, because you guys are going to be shocked at how many totes come out for Halloween. I have way too much stuff. I had the most horrifying experience in a long time. You'll see here in just a moment, I come out quickly with this tote and drop it very haphazardly. And let me just share with you what I just saw in the shed. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just picked up this tote, and running out from behind it was this giant, oh, it's gone. No, it's not. It's still there. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. I think I need to burn the entire house down. Holy moly. Holy moly. I don't think I'll ever be able to go into this thing again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know it's probably afraid of me. It looks like it's trying to get away, but you guys, if you could feel, you could probably hear my heart pounding right now. If you could feel the amount of adrenaline that is surging through my muscles from being scared. Holy moly. So I ended up needing to take a little bit of a break, and my daughter came over to kind of check out the situation. She actually likes spiders. She has a couple of pet spiders actually, and she's never been afraid of spiders. She likes them. So I showed her the video, and she said that it was definitely a good idea to steer clear of that. I think she said it was a huntsman spider, which does pack a punch if it were to bite you. So I kind of let it just go away on its own, and then I brought in some bug spray so that in the future, anything that decides it wants to camp out in my shed is not going to last long enough to bite me. And so now that I feel kind of safe, I'm bringing everything over here to the porch so that I can find the bravery to open these totes and try to go through them and start potentially decorating soon for Halloween. I know a lot of you guys might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of totes. And yes, these are all Halloween totes. I have a problem when it comes to a theme that I get in mind. I will go all out to every thrift store. I will go to the ends of the earth, basically, to try to pull off the theme. And I have done that witchy cottage for so many years now that I've just been accumulating so many pieces that are fit for that kind of decor. And it's funny because now I want to change it up. And so I'm kind of torn because I don't want to get rid of my witchy cottage stuff. I like it and I want to do it again in the future. So my fear is that I'll be buying more decor in the future, but these are all Halloween totes. This is definitely, it's a lot. Since I didn't feel comfortable going through the totes just yet, I figured I would let them sit on the porch for a while and come upstairs to my room and unbox a new chair that I have. I can't wait to share this with you. It'll be in an upcoming video. I'm going to do a little bit of decorating here in the bedroom for fall. So you never know what you're going to find living in Florida. I cannot pull out of my gate because I have a visitor. And the funny thing about tortoises, if you live in Florida, you know this, you gotta let them go wherever they need to go. So sometimes people will pick them up and cross them across the street, and they just go right back in the direction they were going. So whatever you do with them, if you do stop and save a turtle, make sure you bring them back to where they were trying to go. See you later, little guy. So next up is a little bit of grocery shopping. You guys know that I'm doing the carnivore diet, and I have been for quite some time. And every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my local Winn-Dixie store puts a weekend sale on, and the meat prices are unbelievable. So that's the time when I tend to stock up. Typically, if I'm just buying milk or eggs or things like that, I'll do like a Walmart delivery or even like Instacart from Publix. But I always head to the store on the weekends when I need meats because this sale can't be beat. A lot of you have recently asked me about recipes or how I am doing the carnivore diet, what's it involve, what sort of meals do I eat, and I will tell you honestly, when you are carb-free or virtually carb-free, you're hungry a lot less often, and you don't necessarily crave snacks. So you can see I'm just walking by all of these food-like products. I don't even consider these items to be food, really. The only snack that I typically will zone in on are things like this. This has 0 sugar. You would be shocked how much sugar they put in things like you wouldn't expect, like sausage. Regular sausage has sugar in it, and mayonnaise has sugar in it. Like, why do they put sugar in it? But this is something that I always will go for. I don't know why, but Winn-Dixie always has these buy one, get one free every single week. It never seems to change. And I love cooking wings in the air fryer. I keep them naked. I don't put anything on them. I will typically just salt them and sometimes use Tabasco sauce. The steaks are really my go-to when I come here. These prices are unbelievable on the weekends. My husband and I both like different kinds of meat. He likes lean meats and I like fatty meat. So that's a challenge. Every once in a while I will go with a roast like this one and cook a pot roast. He loves London broil. That is his absolute favorite. So I typically will buy a couple of these. And you guys, this is not a 1 week worth of food. This will last us about 2 weeks because like I said, we don't eat as much. So buying a lot of meats, it does cost a lot, but because we're not spending on chips and pretzels and ice cream and bread and all of the other things, we have found that our grocery bill has either stayed the same, depending on the volume of food that we buy, or actually decreased because we are carnivore. Now, pork is not something that I typically cook because my husband doesn't enjoy it. He does like these ham steaks, so we typically will have those with eggs, but they're not on sale very often. And speaking of lean meats, the chicken breasts are always great prices, but because I am a person that doesn't like lean meat, I don't typically go for chicken breast. I typically go for thighs when I'm gonna do chicken. But this chuck eye is my absolute favorite. It's a lower cost than ribeye, and it's just as good. So those are some of my tips when it comes to looking for high quality meats that are filling and nutritious. And you guys, honestly, I am a person, I'm not going to give you nutritional advice, but I believe that the food pyramid is completely upside down. I think your diet, in order for me to feel good and to feel healthy and well and to feel nourished, I need my diet to be meat heavy and very low sugar and very, very low carbs, almost non-existent carbs. And that's where I have been setting since December. And that's how I've lost about 48 pounds now. I'm almost to the 50-pound mark and I am feeling great. So I'll quickly get these kind of set out so you can see what I typically will purchase every week and a half to 2 weeks. You can see that it is very steak heavy. Like I said in the shopping portion, I am somebody that is really enjoying the fatty meats. I did pick up 2 of these giant coffees because they were on sale, buy one, get one free for $20. So that giant can of coffee was only $10 each. That's a great deal, and I always stock up on that. You can see butter and cheese. Those are my go-tos. Those are the things that keep me full and satisfied and not feeling like I need to snack constantly. That has been a big factor for me because a lot of you guys know that I have declared that I am a food addict, and I fully believe that the high nutrition quality in a lot of the foods that I'm eating are causing me to kind of change my mind about that. I don't know that I really was a food addict. I think really I was just malnourished. I think I was eating so many carbs and so many things that are considered junk food that I wasn't getting what I needed. And so I would overeat, I would eat constantly, I would think about food all the time. And I think that's the reason why now I don't feel like that anymore. I don't really even think about food for almost 24 hours. I could go 24 to 30 hours without even feeling hungry. And often I will have to force myself to plan a meal. And so I really do believe that that's the reason why I am feeling so much better. I know I said I don't snack often, but there are days that I think about having something sweet, and on those days, I will do one of these iced coffee arrangements. You can see I'm using Starbucks refrigerated espresso, but honestly, you could just use regular coffee for this and cool it down. I've done that in the past where I use coffee that I didn't finish from the morning. And I'm using this is black and unsweetened. That's very important. I'm using some heavy whipping cream that gives it the satiating quality. I'm adding a little bit of vanilla. I don't measure anything. In this canister is pumpkin pie spice, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, all of the fall, savory sort of wonderful smells that will add to the flavor. I froth this up just enough so that it's almost like a cold foam. And then I'll put this on top of the coffee, and the thing that I added that you may not have seen was salt. I did put a little bit of salt in that cold foam just to enhance all of those flavors. Salt is a wonder when it comes to sugar-free foods. It really does help bring out flavor. Now, we were able to reschedule for the next day, so we are taking this tree down today. And when I say we, I do not mean my husband and I. Take a look at this guy. I would be terrified up there. That's like 50 feet up. Like, I could not imagine that. My son was so sweet to come and mow for us. On this day, we were also prepping for a family party. So I had a lot of things that I wanted to prep in order to be ready for my guests to arrive in time, and mowing was not on the docket for my husband because he was helping me do all of the porch cleanup. And so while my son was mowing, the tree came down. That was such a loud sound that you couldn't really hear it on video, so I didn't include it, but you can see how massive it is compared to the truck. And yes, that is a mattress in the back of our truck. We did a lot this weekend. We didn't do a lot of cleaning, but we definitely got a new mattress and got everything outside taken care of. This was really a fun and active weekend. And so I am really grateful that you guys joined me for this weekend and had a chance to kind of see what it's like, just what's going on around here as we go through making changes in our home, preparing for fall, and all of those wonderful times that we will spend with family. After the tree was removed and everything was taken away, my husband took a ride to Home Depot and picked up some paneling. This is for my upcoming makeover upstairs. in the landing. I cannot wait to get started on that. I have officially settled on some colors, and I cannot wait to get this paneling up on the wall. A lot of you guys that follow me every week, you have seen in the past that I have talked about what my plans are, but I cannot wait to see it come together. So that is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you guys will have a wonderful and blessed week, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.